Hi, Pommie, and you're Pommie, by the way. Welcome to my diary. Lately, so much has changed for me, and so much is an understatement. Almost everything changed super fast. I went from being in a relationship to being single, from living with my partner to moving out and having roommates, from depending on someone emotionally and practically to having to handle everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything by myself. Grocery shopping, taking care of the house, paying bills, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Pommie, it's been a lot to adjust to. I've realized that I babied myself a lot. I still think of myself as this little baby sometimes, even though I'm 22. But for the first time, I feel like I'm really putting myself out there. I'm learning to trust myself. I'm learning to believe in myself. Something that I haven't really done before. Growing up, I was taught that I was incapable. My parents wouldn't let me do a thing without telling me how incapable I was of doing it and them ending up doing it for me. So simple things like cooking and taking the bus and going out alone are stressful for me. They feel dangerous, they felt dangerous, and they trigger my anxiety a lot. So now that I'm experiencing independence, it's weird, but also kind of amazing. I can show up for myself and I can count on myself. And I think that that's the most beautiful thing that I'm learning throughout this journey. Because I'm alone now, it pushes me into thinking more about friendships. Because I don't really have family that I can rely on. I don't speak to my parents at all. And after my breakup, I really felt the need. I had to push myself to connect with people. So I've been talking to new people, going out with my roommates and having fun, and it's been absolutely incredible. And you know what, Pommie? I'm learning something very important that I think I need to share with you, just in case that you feel the same. Even when a meeting sounds boring in your head, give it a shot. It can turn out to be the most amazing thing ever. To see people genuinely interested in what you have to say and for you to care about what they are sharing. It's so warm. It's actually so beautiful. But it's not easy though, because my brain was trying to convince me that it was not worth it. It was literally telling me, oh my god, Pom Pom, it's gonna be so awkward. Where would you go? It won't be fun. You'll get rejected. And that, Pommie, was my fear talking. And the only thing to do is show up anyways. Be myself. Be yourself, Pommie. Listen, talk, connect, and learn about other people. Another thing that is super important on that journey too is to remember not to attach too tightly. If a friendship works, hell yeah, it worked. And if it doesn't, well, that's just a sign to keep searching. You will find the right ones. I've also been thinking about myself and the insecurities that I've carried. In my past relationship, I numbed myself a lot because it was really painful. The person that I loved grew into someone that I didn't recognize, from romantic to cold, from absolutely nice to just being so closed in themselves and cold. I think cold is the best way to describe it. I had to escape the pain, and so because of that, I went back to my old habits and I started maladaptive daydreaming again. And in those daydreams, I was being loved by someone who truly cared, who would notice when I was hurting, who would listen and actually respond. And that part made me feel very miserable. Now that I'm out of that, though, I need to tell you one thing. One thing that is super important. Let's stop together, Pommie, and I'm gonna hold you accountable, making excuses for people. Once somebody shows you their true colors, and by true colors, I don't mean them making a mistake once, twice, no. When they do the same thing over and over and over again, don't be stuck in this loop of repeating yourself again. And maybe if I say it a little nicer, maybe if I say it better, maybe if I say it a little angrier, it won't change. That's who they are. So take that information. It's either you stick with that if you think that that's all that you are and that that's all that you deserve for you, which I don't think so. You can stay with them. You can stay with them. But if you know that you deserve better than that, go. Don't waste months like I did. I wasted almost like 6 months explaining myself in all the ways that I could. But obviously, they didn't change. Right now, though, I don't feel the need to be numb anymore. to numb myself anymore, to suppress myself anymore. And it's strange to really see myself, to be with myself and see that, yeah, I can be sometimes a little self conscious about how I act or my mistakes, about small things too. Like, did I dress well enough today? Do I look cool to other people? I see this aesthetic that I love, but for now, I don't have all the clothes necessary to express it in the way that I want. So sometimes I just wonder, am I just not cool enough? And I know that's okay, and I will have to dig deeper to figure it out. You can too. But I'm here, I'm seeing myself, I'm learning, I'm trying, and for now, Pommie, that's enough.